Hey guys, we're presenting to you the Genevieve Magazine shows.
Fashion,
Wednesdays,
style,
4 p.m. to 5
features,
p.m. weekly on iGrooveRadio.com.
celebrities,
Presented by
beauty,
me,
bow down.
Liz Yamoja.
With your name when they say that, yeah. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time
What's
ago.
your name? You give me a name. Oh, come on.
If I give you a girl's name, people will wonder. So I only went
Give me
to
a
school
name.
with girls.
Give me a name. There must have been some guy somewhere, some dude.
Wale.
Wale.
Wale Ashiru.
See?
Okay.
Wale Ashiru.
No, you do not. No, you do
I've
not.
got Wale on speed dial.
Hello, Wale. I have something to tell you. I'll just kill you. Find a way to kill you before LLA. So, with the music, I said there was also TV. Do you think that there was a reason why you were being chosen to host things like This Day?
I've
You
hosted a
know,
lot of concerts
like
in my
you
time.
hosted This Day. You've hosted so many shows.
Yeah.
Why were those opportunities coming your way? Do you think?
I think it's a combination of being in the right place at the right time and knowing knowing that you're good at what you do and doing it in a very comfortable and not cocky, not overconfident way. You know, my style of presentation and my personality basically is just to be comfortable, you know, and not make anyone feel out of place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so whether it's in front of, you know, African presidents, you know, or meeting George Bush and President Clinton and just keeping my calm. My conversation with Bill Clinton, for example, was totally away from anything.
What did you talk about?
Exactly. Anything.
What did you talk about?
What would I talk about? Would it be politics? Would
Yeah.
it be, you know,
What was it?
that wasn't my thing. I remember when I was working on the radio, right, at Cool FM, I used to play some really eclectic music, and I came across a version of Summertime, a jazz classic, a jazz standard, that had Bill Clinton on the saxophone. So a lot of people don't know that he plays the sax. So when I saw him, you know, the first thing with his tall swag and, you know, everything was, Mr. President, where is your saxophone?
What a conversation
exactly.
starter.
I didn't even say, oh, hello, sir, good evening, nothing. I said, where is your saxophone? And he's like, this one must know something that a lot of people out here doesn't know. He's like, well, you know. And then his husky voice, you know, I didn't think I could bring my saxophone here. You know? And it was really fun. I took a picture with him, and it was really cool. And same thing, I always try to...
Not very many people can boast that they've met.
No. I tried the same thing with George Bush. You know, it was a big gathering, This Day Awards, and he was very down to earth. He was like a rascal. You know,
he seems it.
Yeah, he's very unorthodox. So a president, you'd be expecting a lot of people to be, you know, he would get up and go to the buffet, the serving area. He went there by himself. So as he was going there, I had the microphone. I was addressing everyone, trying to tell them, okay, dinner served, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, there goes George W. Bush. He's going to go and pick up pepper soup. And everybody, you know, cracked up, you know. So I try to make it very natural and very...
And I'm sure he turned around. Who,
very
me?
conversational. He's like, who's that? And he was laughing. He was playing the role.
Yeah.
I'm like, George, please do not... I called him first name. I'm like, George, please don't let him, you know, cover me up. We went to school together. You know, I just started here. I said the impossible thing. Like,
we went to school together.
Yeah. So I'm like, please don't let people know. Don't fall my hand. You know, that kind of thing. And he was cracking up.
Oh.
Everyone was laughing. And, you know, it was so cool that by the time he had a break, or I had a break, something else was going on. I wanted to get my picture. I cannot
miss this opportunity.
You know, as soon as I was approaching him, he got up from his seat. Everyone was seated, paying attention to something serious. He got up, took the picture with me, smiled. I was with my good buddy Timmy, who took the picture for me.
Mm-hmm.
He said I should take the camera, called Timmy, and posed with him, you know, and I took the picture, you know, with him and my friend. So he was really, you know,
down to earth. Yeah,
sounds it. My first name. I'm like, oh, I don't hammer, you know, somehow.
Yeah.
If
Mr. President knows me.
If that could translate to anything.
Amazing.
I think also, you know, when in those kind of situations, what I've learned is just how, no matter how big you are, you know, no matter how much of a world leader you are,
humble
or a
yourself.
celebrity you are, humble yourself, be yourself, you know, be cool, be approachable and all that. And I've learned from that, you know, so things like that, you know, I've met all sorts of people, all sorts of people, Beyonce, Jay-Z and co and blah blah co, opening for them, you know, having really big highlights in my resume, as it were.
What's been one of your greatest performances?
Opening for R. Kelly in South Africa was one of the biggest. It was a big show. I wasn't being expected. You know, technically, they didn't know that someone was going to open for him. So by the time I got there with my band and everyone, they're like,
I remember that R. Kelly performance, actually.
You know, and it was great. You know, we had a lot of love, you know, and after that, he performed.
Nice.
So that's one of my highlights. Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. Well, I wish I could, like, I'm now feeling like I don't even, like, I've been crippled. I don't even know where to start. You've met Bill Clinton, open for R. Kelly, George Bush, Beyonce, Jay-Z.
I've had a lot of interesting radio interviews as well.
Yeah?
I've had my fair share. I've interviewed Casey and JoJo.
Nice.
You know, on the telephone, albeit, you know.
But still.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I've just tried to be, like I told you earlier, be at the right place at the right time. It's not about how old you are. You know, it's not about what you know or what you think you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just being able to be yourself in whatever situation it is and be interesting. You know, and be the kind of person that people want to call.
Yeah.
You know, do something for free so that you can get called back. You know, at some point and get paid. You know, just remember that.
Because a lot of people don't want to be doing things for free. You know.
I've had my fair share of that. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Sometimes though. Sometimes.
But you had to work towards.
Yeah, now it's more about charities and supporting, giving back.
Which we'll talk about.
Okay.
Who do you think is a good host in Nigeria right now?
Dari.
Apart from Dari.
Okay.
Because we know how wonderful you are.
There's quite a few people.
Okay.
In terms of guys, there's several people. Mr. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a really interesting. Frank is a really interesting
Ejoha?
host. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a funny chap as well. Alibaba is great.
Yeah.
You know, Ibuka does pretty well.
Yeah.
Know, although he's a lawyer, you know, by training, but
he does everything.
Yeah, it just goes to show once you got the flair for it, you know. There's several other guys.
Ike?
Ike is Ike is a great
I
friend.
really like Ike.
Yeah, he's funny, he's witty, and he's spontaneous. You know, so he's got the elements, everything you need for, you know, Toastmaster, you know, a proper MC. Females are, you know, they're coming up pretty fast. You know, Tiwa's tried to hands on it, you know, but I think that she's
Tools is really good.
Greater singer
than a host.
I think so.
Yeah, Tools is really
does
good.
Yeah, Tools is good. Tools
Have
is
you
good.
seen her host some shows?
Oh yeah, her first thing that she did. She and I hosted the Sound City Awards.
Okay.
Many years ago.
There you go.
So that was her first when she first got back. You know, she started off on the radio. There's several other people. The names elude me now.
But they're good people. So why did you decide to bring Kim Kardashian? What was the idea behind it? What were you looking to achieve for the first LLAM?
Well, first of all, you know, Kim's a stylist professionally. Like a lot of people don't know that. You know, that's.
I know she started styling celebrities, so people like Paris Hilton and Nicki,
they remember
Nicole
some
Richie.
other, they remember some other, you know, things in her history that, you know, we'll say for radio, you know. But the truth is, she's one of the most famous people in the world, and her hype factor is unparalleled. You know, even if you have all the talent in the world, you know, you're still not as popular as Kim Kardashian somehow. You know, and a lot of people get to watch her on TV, and I'm not sure about role model and whatever.
Because I was going to say, you know, how do you respond to critics who say she's nobody's role model?
Well, she's somebody's role model because what makes her so bad, and what makes us so great to judge anyone else? You know what I'm saying? But that's a huge conversation for maybe another time. But
just quickly
to answer that question,
yeah.
You know, it's really about what your priorities are. If you were a young lady fighting for self-esteem and trying to make a headway in life despite negative criticism and publicity, then you want to be like Kim Kardashian. You know, there's something you can learn from her. She's business savvy. She's turned nothing into something just using what she's got. And all of her success is really not based on a sex tape, let's be honest.
But it kind of started.
Yeah, but again, the sex tape was made with her boyfriend.
Tell us about the first Love Like a Movie. How did you come up with the concept? What's the idea behind it? And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Love Like a Movie is really what it is. Love is not straightforward. Love is quite dramatic. You know, if we've ever fallen in love before, we know that it's nothing but a bed of it's not even close to a bed of roses. It's work. It starts in a very nice, smooth, lovey-dovey, butterflies in the stomach way, but doesn't necessarily always end that way. And there's music for every moment in love. When you meet someone, there's music for it. When the love blossoms and it gets more interesting, there's music for it. When you become a couple and you're dating, there's music for it. When you have turbulence in your relationship or marriage, there's music for it. When you break up, if you break up, there's music for it. Getting back together again, there's music for it. So I think music cuts across, you know, music and love are very synonymous, you know, in a way. And what we've done with Love Like a Movie is to bring those emotions to life using music, telling the story of love in a way that the audience can fall in love with love all over again. So whatever situation you're in, personally, as far as love is concerned, you can always rediscover something, you know, by remembering and singing some of those hit songs from the past and some contemporary songs and some original tunes as well from some of the artists and acts on the night. And we just take people on that emotional ride, you know, and what love, you know, is for everyone. And it's set up like a movie, you know. There's a lot of drama. There's a cast. There's action. There's lights. There's pyros. There's music. There's dance. Everything as far as theaters is total theater.
I heard it was absolutely amazing.
It's thoroughly entertaining, you know, and it's an original concept. It's not a franchise or whatever. It took 3 months for us to go from scratch to getting it on the stage, and several millions of naira.
I can imagine.
Later.
How much did Kim Kardashian cost?
Nothing close to what was purportedly.
What was purportedly?
Oh, I've heard everything. $1 million, $500,000. Yeah.
Oh, it's not even up to $500,000?
If I had that money, would I even do a concert? You know what I'm saying?
Kim's that cheap?
Yeah, tell him. If that is cheap to you, you know you're a big deal, so, you know.
I wish. But okay, is it like $200,000?
You know, then you'd be talking. You know?
Okay.
Then it's more. That's more realistic.
Okay.
You know?
And why did she stay for only 30 minutes?
Did she stay for only
You
30
tell us.
minutes? That's the question.
Okay.
You know, I'd expect you to ask that.
Okay, I apologize.
I'd expect you to ask.
I apologize.
She was here for a whole day. She gave interviews, TV interviews, radio interviews. She and I hosted the red carpet together. We're in a private lounge. She met a lot of our sponsors and people who paid, you know, handsomely for the tables. That was one of the perks, you know, taking pictures with her. And if she stayed for only half an hour, how could she have done all of these things?
No, I mean on the night of the show.
On the night itself.
Yeah, rather than when she
had
came.
dinner with, you know, she tasted Feiruz for the first time. I loved it. You know, one of our supporters. She had dinner with our VIP guests, like I said. She and I co-hosted the red carpet from a private lounge, along with Ibuka and Eku. You know, and what she did that people actually, what some people saw, wasn't what she was supposed to do. That was like an added extra. Which was actually introducing the show. She wasn't supposed to introduce the show. The show has no MC. Even this year's Love Like a Movie has no MC or host or comedian or nothing. It's start from beginning to end. It's non-stop action.
So who's introducing everything?
Nobody's introducing.
It's just
nothing.
happening.
It's exactly. So
Okay.
people kind of decided to forget that and started saying she's hosting the show. She was never hosting the show because the show has no host.
Right.
You know, she was co-hosting the red carpet, which is just an element before.
So she did that for 30 minutes?
She did that for an hour.
For an hour,
Yeah.
and then she left?
No, and then she came on stage to introduce the show.
Right.
For all of about a minute.
Okay.
And then she watched the show a little bit and had a flight to cash.
Okay.
You know, and she even did, like I said, you know, it was more than she was contractually bound. You know what I'm saying? But of course, hey, it was all hype. You know.
Well, I mean, I've never heard someone talked about as much as during that whole Love Like a Movie last year.
And that's why she was here.
It was Kim Kardashian this, Kim Kardashian that. Once she left,
apart
from her outfit and the fact she was pregnant and the leather in Nigeria, I mean, I don't even know where to. Many things.
She was shocked by that, by the way she didn't expect us to be so fashionable.
Right.
You know, like And I don't blame her.
Is she okay?
I don't blame her. Because
Nigeria.
when she was told she's coming to a concert,
Yeah.
she felt that it was just t-shirt and jean, which would be in the UK.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
if you're
Nigerians,
gonna
we take things to
Glastonbury,
another
if you're going to
level.
Glastonbury, will you dress up? You get it. You'd be comfortable.
If Glastonbury was in Nigeria,
we
would dress
exactly.
up.
So now she knows, and she said that, look, anytime I'm going anywhere, I'm going to ask what is
it
over
like
there, you
over
know?
there? No, she should have asked because people were saying, maybe she
But
should
it
have made
was
a bit of an effort. But
an
she was a
effort.
pregnant woman anyway.
Exactly,
And
and things like makeup and jewelry, I think was irritating to her at that time.
Right.
She was 5 months gone, I think, at that time. So, but the fact is, she came and she had a great time.
Okay. And she left,
She had to,
and we still heard that she said some things about Nigeria.
which she never did.
She never said those things. 'Cause I checked
There's a young dude online who we eventually found out to have been the one who created
That
the false.
tweet.
Yeah,
Right.
he's done it before.
Right.
To other people.
Right.
including
Nigerian?
her. Nigerian, of course. Who else would it be? We're the ones that try to bring ourselves
Don't
down.
say that.
Oh, we are. But we are.
What did she have to
unfortunately-
say about that?
Well, it got so bad that she had to come out to say, why would I ever say something?
Because I remember even Omotola tweeting at her saying, listen, for
Yeah,
good
but
PR, you need to debunk this and officially.
I didn't debunk anything. She felt that way because she felt that way. I can't stop her from debunking because, of course, it's her brand and whatever at hand. The honest truth is that that's free PR for me, and I went with it. I know what the truth is, and I'm not going to be misguided by hearsay.
Okay.
And we know we like gossip here.
Of course we do.
We love gossip.
Of course
here.
we do. And I want to gossip all about Love Like a Movie 2.
And when you come to the show, you can come up with anything you want, but at least watch the show first.
Which you're bringing Kelly Rowland down
Kelly
from.
Rowland,
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Kelly's doing the same thing Kim did last year. She and I are co-hosting the red carpet.
Say that. We've got to take a music break.
Okay.
When we come back, you're going to be telling me all about Kelly Rowland, Love Like a Movie 2, and what we should expect from this one. It's just 2 weeks
I saved
away.
her life once before,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me
I'm
that.
going to remind her.
You would tell me that when we come back. But I love this song, Dari. I don't even know if we've got it because I didn't see it in the list of your music, but find it.
If it's not there, we'll sing it.
Asiko is like one of my favorite
serious?
songs. I swear to God. I love everything that it stands for. I love the meaning behind the song. I love the video. I think that South African
Where
guy
you
is so
from?
sexy. I'm Yoruba.
You see?
I'm Yoruba. My name is Elizabeth Abimbola Awoli.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Yemoja is in there.
Yeah, no, Yamaja is just. But I love it, and I feel like it's like my anthem.